Where are we?
This is under the bogs, the barbers at Chatham. That's what we call it.
I've never seen anywhere else like it.
Well, no, I suppose not. You know, it doesn't seem strange to me because I've always come here. Old Fred was one of the barbers here and he used to be a painter. I mean, he just obviously saw things that he liked and painted them, you know, enjoyed painting. You know, this is one of the only cultural spaces left in Chatham. I went to St Martin's to be with all of my brothers and sisters who believed, and I'd escaped from the dockyard and all the working class oiks I'd gone to school with who didn't understand these things and weren't sensitive and weren't interested in art, and I went to meet all of the people who where I naturally belong, and walked in there on the first day and realised I was slightly mistaken.
I first met Billy in 1980 at St Martin's. Billy's got a big thing about art school and maybe not sort of fitting in. I think he liked dropping in, but he wasn't there, as it were. He was in a band then, the Milkshakes. Seemed to have other sort of much more interesting things going on elsewhere.
I had to leave. I just couldn't stand it. They painted big abstract expressionist pictures and didn't, well, it wasn't anything to do with what I was interested in at all. Welcome, the night watchman, the floor polisher, the dole queue boy, and the policeman in the rain. Welcome, the salesman who never sells, the dentist who hates teeth, the docker without a dock, and the robber of car hubcaps. Welcome, lovers who cannot love, lickers of bright green ice lollies, motherless children, and the smashers of car wing mirrors. Welcome, acne, toothache, kebab shop owners, used car salesmen, and buyers of second-hand fridges. Welcome, the sailor from a faraway... I don't think artists are special. I don't believe in special people. No, in truth, you see, we're all special, or none of us are special. There isn't any hierarchy of specialness in the world.
Yeah. Who's the man?
I think it's me. It's the River Medway and the cherry blossoms on Jackson's Field. So Chatham would be down here. Which ones are yours?
The avenue of trees, the chap carrying the water.
The avenue of trees. I do an avenue of trees a lot. I like avenues of trees, yeah, I'm always painting them. The vines, I do that.
Some people think that is the vines.
Gotta get inside that boy's mind.
Where's the vines?
It's in Rochester. I suppose it's like got like that feeling like as some Munch pictures with a little road, and there's Van Gogh pictures with little roads. There's always these little roads things. There's this little sketch of it over here. Well, it's not really a sketch, it's just a thing I knocked up. This is an imagination. Honey's coming up. Hello.
I got my jigsaw puzzle.
You got your jigsaw? What have you got? A to Z.
Sunday isn't just for painting, it's a family day for Billy, his second wife Julie, Kira his ex-girlfriend, and their son Huddy.
Your fingertips. To have a companion, it would not be possible to have them separate from what I do, you know? It's like a bit of a package deal, isn't it? I do my painting, I do my writing, and there's not a great separation. To the extent that it can drive girlfriends mad.
You wank?
That's a painting from the early 80s. And this would be me and Kira in bed. And this would be me, Sheila and Tracy. I was going out with Tracy, but I married Sheila.
Why was that?
I got on very well with Sheila as a sort of like friend and person I could talk to, and I didn't with Tracy.
I want to go to sleep. Doesn't bother me.
That must have been a shock for Tracy that she was your girlfriend and you went off and married Sheila.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell her, you see, because I always tell everyone the truth and was very clear about that, which I thought meant I gave me licence to do what I liked, which was another very adolescent attitude. But Tracy didn't like what I used to write about on my painting. She didn't like this sort of like confessional stuff of my work.
I really like Tracy, but she only got into the painting through Billy. You know, she's got right to the top. She's very sort of... She's got the gift of the gab, actually. Yeah.
Where's your photo?
Are you into still life and things like that, or...?
I do a bit of everything. I do portraits of family and friends, and then... Yeah, then make something up, something that's in my head anyway.
Yeah, mine's
a mixture of both, really.
Mine's just straight off the top of my head and then I stick it down on paper. If it works, it works. So.
Yeah. I met Kira when she was about 15 when we were playing in Brussels with the milkshakes. And then a couple of years later, she came to live in England and we lived together for about 12 years. The last time we slept together, Huddy decided that that would be a good time to come into the world. Here's one of Huddy having his bath with his mum. It's someone saying hello, isn't it, I suppose? Huddy, in fact. That's, I don't know. I've got a tooth missing. How old am I? 8 or 9 or 10. I've got my flaming spear. This is one of the handmade guns from the early 70s that we made. And they were made them in my dad's garage. We had a few accidents with the firing pin working like a bullet. And you know, they'd fire occasionally. When my old man left home, when I was about 6 or 7, there was lots of his paints and brushes, and I used all those, so I started doing oil paints quite early on. Like, if he ever came home, he'd do a fit because we'd ruined his stuff. You know, he'd been there for 3 years, and he'd wonder what had happened to his brushes or something.
Where's the opener?
On the draining board.
Take my shoes off and take them off now. Get up, posse!
My early work was very graphic and pulled together, and but I think that was because I was alcoholic and drinking so much.
I know he went to the pub, and when he come here on Sunday, they had to get back to go to the pub whenever, you know. But I didn't know he got drunk every night.
I was living out a lot of the things I'd learned off my father, like having multiple girlfriends, drinking large amounts of whiskey and pleasing myself. And I'm thankful to John, my father, who never really learned a lesson about it, but I certainly learned it from him, that it isn't a way to live. And I think that is John's gift to me.